Cool, what's up, y'all? So we're back with another episode. Today I got my brother bringing him back, Bryson. He hopped back on. We want to touch on a few really important things today. A lot of them being more tailored towards him and his big things that are coming, but also give you guys some game as well. So B, thank you for hopping back on, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So let's hop right into it, bro. A lot has changed since the last time that they saw you on the platform, but I want you to kind of touch on, kind of catch us up on the last, 5 or 6 months for you and like what you're, looking to build and kind of where you're at, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think I started with you guys back in October. So, however, I'm not good at math. So, however many months that, I have to like count it on my fingers, but 5 or 6 months. And it's like, dude, like, I don't think I've like written, like, submitted less than 50K since the first like full, 30 days since October. And then it's like, bro, other than that, it's like the leads have been fire. Like, obviously, you have like your good weeks and your bad weeks, but it's like, bro, like communication, like communicating with you guys, like you guys are on it and it gets fixed. So, it's like, obviously it's sales even when you're going through like your bad weeks and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like you still have the previous weeks of leads to run through. And it's like I feel like some people just don't do that. Like they expect every week to be just like 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like
Um,
every week's not going to be 100% if you're not given 100%.
yeah, no, 100%, bro. He's doing something special, y'all. I want to briefly talk about your team, brother. I've given him kudos in private, but I want to give him kudos in public. I work with a handful of his agents and he's continuing to grow, and they are as to be expected, as advertised, trained up by Bryson himself. But bro, I actually want to ask you a few questions about that. Actually, like, can you walk
Mm-hmm.
me through kind of like the mindset that you tell your agents and like people that come to work like on your team? Like, what are you? Because I've seen their numbers and they don't even buy nearly as many leads as you do, but they still write good business. Can you walk me through like what are you telling them? What are you telling people when they're getting on board? What can they kind of expect working directly with you?
Yeah, bro. Just it's all a mindset, dude. So it's like coming into it. It's like you have to be like developing. So it's like they have to be expecting to come in and like be developing their mindset because it's like yeah, it sells at the end of the day, but it's like it's kind of for instance, it's like I had an agent like call a lead and they kind of were like oh screw off whatever, and I was like bro, you just didn't have any energy. You know what I mean? I was like you sounded like depressed almost on the phone. Like it sounds bad saying that, but it's like, no, dude, like people want to work with like high valued people, high energy people. So I was like, you have to like bring that energy every day and then translate it into the phones. And I was like, you're gonna see success. I was like, we sell life insurance. Like everybody needs it.
Right.
So I was like, at the end of the day, it's all about like really just like getting the mindset to, not just coming in and kind of like getting the, oh, I work for myself 1099. So, I don't really have to work that much because I feel like some people like mistake it and they come in and they're like, oh, I have to work less because I don't like work for somebody. And it's like I sat someone down the other day and I was like, dude, like if you were at a 9 to 5, like, do you think you'd still have a job? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, like what's different? I was like, you're like confused on, why you might be struggling to make money right now. But I was like, we'll just take that into like instance. And we just kind of looked at inputs. So I just kind of have them focus on like inputs and not necessarily the output, whether they are coming in with money or coming in without money.
When you look for a recruit, what are you looking for? Are there any characteristic traits you're like, hey, I want to hire this guy? What goes through your mind when you identify somebody like I
Bro,
want
honestly, I get this from our mentor Jay, bro. Like a beating pulse, like it's like, bro. Honestly, it's like as long as they're breathing and talking and like have a pulse, like I'll like obviously take them in.
got you. I like that. And then when they get in, what's the first thing that, imagine I'm a random person and you're like, yo, come work with me. What
Mhm.
is how do you explain the opportunity to them? Like what do you do, Bryson? What is like your response? How do you get them to be like, yo, this is something I want to join him with?
Yeah, so I mean, I start off right off the rip. I'm like, yeah, dude, like I own a life insurance agency. It's virtual sales. I was like, but it's like we're not cold calling people. It's all lead based. I mean, we're obviously buying our leads, and then it's like, boom, like you better like hop on Discord. Like here's my Instagram, something like that. Kind of let them,
Mhm.
see my posts and stuff like that. And then I usually follow up with them and try to get them onto like Discord or come into an office wherever we're at, like making phone calls. And I want them in person. I want them to see it because I feel like that's a lot of like the I don't know. The reason a lot of people might think it is a scam is because it's like, oh, it's like virtual sales. Like they see all kinds of stuff online virtually. So it's like I want to get them either on like the actual disc in a Discord with us where we're making calls or get them in person so they can actually see it.
Come from a culture that is really good at getting like young people excited about life insurance. Can you explain to me why I guess, tell the people, where you were at in terms of location and where you went back to and why you chose to do that and what you're looking to do in terms of opening up, your office now?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
grow?
So I think last time we made a video, I was actually in Tampa, Florida, but it's like now I uprooted and kind of we're taking my squad back to Oklahoma where I'm from, just because like that opportunity doesn't exist. So it's like I've been doing it for 2 years almost. I mean, coming up in May, and it's like the whole time I've been gone, it's like I've had like some friends reaching out, and it's like and then other people that I just kind of know they're like, oh, that's a scam. Like it's not going to work out. It's not going to last forever. And I'm like, I see it lasting forever unless like people are gonna quit dying. You know what I mean? I'm like, to my knowledge, like bro, like people are gonna be born, people are gonna die every day. So I was like, it's long term if you make it long term. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like the big thing is they think it's like a scam, and it's like they honestly see the money that people are making, but it's like honestly they also don't know it's like the insurance that it's not like they're just giving you that money. You know, it's kind of like it's a credit at the end of the day because if a policy falls off, chargebacks, stuff like that. So it's like just being able to come back and actually like show them that and just give people an opportunity back here in Oklahoma to where it's like, dude, like I think out in like Florida, minimum wage was like 14.50 or something like that, which is like almost double like what it is in Oklahoma. So like 7.25, you know, like minimum wage. So it's like someone making minimum wage is probably making 3 to 4 grand a month. And it's like realistically they could live off of selling one policy a month. I mean, in that case, but it's like just being able to give people the opportunity so they don't have to like miss out on kids' games and they're not like traveling on the road and just kind of not being able to have a presence as well.
Yeah.
So it's like being able to bring that like that presence of like, hey, like there's other stuff out there instead of like going to like in Oklahoma, it's like you go to college, you're getting a trade, or you're going to the oil field and you're working on the road.
Yeah, I think when you told me that, I was really excited strictly because what you said made so much sense to me. You're going to a place where you're about to create a culture, which I believe life insurance has now become such, maybe it's been around, but there wasn't social media. But I feel like when we were
Commercial.
young, bro, it was
Yeah,
not.
like, dude, I remember when I got into it 2 years ago, I was like, I'd heard of life insurance, but like, I thought life insurance was like State Farm, like, you know what I mean? Like your bigger companies and stuff like that. Because like, even in Oklahoma, and that's another reason is like, there's tons of like insurance agencies, but they're all brick and mortar. They're all still going door to door. They're all still selling life, auto, health, which is, I mean, they're all good. You know, it's all good stuff. Everybody still needs it. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, if you're going to be working and putting in, 40, 60 hours a week, it's like you could do the same thing and make more money. You know what I mean? Just selling life insurance. And it's like you're your own boss. You're not having to miss out on your kids' games. If you want to take a vacation, you get to take a vacation. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, would you would take on somebody of all ages? So somebody's watching this and they're like, "Yo, I really want to come work with you." What would be something that would you would not want in your organization? Like, is there anything that you're like, "Yo, we're not going to have this," as you're thinking about building up the culture of what?
Just negativity. Like that's one thing I preach on my guys. Like if they're negative, like that's one thing that'll like almost like piss me off and make me be negative. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like, no, like bro, like if you're gonna be negative, like bro, just go home. You know what I mean? Go for a walk, bro, like clear your mind, do something. Like because it's like if you're calling someone like on the phones with a negative mindset, it's like bro, they're not going to want to talk to you. It's like, and I bring it up to, for instance, it's like how many times you called one of your friends and like you can tell they're annoyed about something or just kind of in a pissy mood. It's like, bro, it's the same thing when you're calling these people, like trying to talk to them about life insurance. It's like they don't want to talk to someone who's in a pissy bad mood about, whatever, whatever's going on. It's like you really got to separate like your personal and like your business life, your work life at the end of the day.
When you envision your agency and that you're bringing in, are you setting a standard like for them, like, hey, you need to hit this benchmark, or are you like you said, just focusing on, hey, hit this many dials, buy this many leads, more like process oriented in terms of like what you're
Yeah,
expecting?
so it's like I've never been a person to like count dials just because it's like I'm only focused like I've like since I've started it's like I've only been able to like focus on the input. Like I've never actually been like that focused on the money, the output, the outcome, stuff like that, just because it's like I know if I'm focused on the inputs, the outcome's going to come or the output's going to come. So it's like as soon as I get a new agent, that's like the biggest thing is we're just kind of focused on, like trying to, hit a dial amount, but like really it's like just, try to dial all day. Like
Mm.
obviously, if you like you get tired, you're getting in your own head, take a break for a minute, boom, come back to it. But it's more so like that's what I'd say, just like trying to buy like a consistent like dial schedule and a consistent lead buying schedule for sure are the two biggest things.
I like that. When you envision your office opening here in the next 30 to, 45 tops
April
days.
15th is when we're looking to be in that baby.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Every morning I wake up, I'm like, damn, is it April?
Yeah, facts. Get into it, bro. I'm genuinely excited. But here's what I want to know. What's the plan when you get in there? Like walk us through the first, 15 to 30 days and then because you told me something beforehand about like we're gonna, pack this thing out. But in terms of like, what does that look like for you? Because I know you're gonna do it, but some of these people don't know you in the way that I
Mhm.
do. But kind of walk us through like in your mind, how do you see that playing out? Obviously, it won't be 100% exact, but what are you kind of going in? What are you looking to really do back in Oklahoma, bro? Like, what is the actual goal that you're looking to accomplish, brother?
Yeah, dude. And it's honestly, it's kind of funny because I seen it from like a like I almost want to like answer that with like a Stan Smith like comment. To be honest with you, it's like no, dude. Like he said, like back in Naperville, it's like people are going to college, going to work, or they're like selling insurance with Stan, and it's like that's kind of the motto and kind of the statement that I want to bring along with it. So it's like I'm almost like already the guys that I have. I mean, we're here in a house. There's already a couple of us here dialing, and it's like that's already kind of setting the standard before we're even in there. Is kind of the biggest thing to where it's like we're going out in public right now and it's like we're just spreading like almost like spreading the word. Obviously, like not many people probably know yet, but it's like once we get it, it's like we're gonna be marketing and it's gonna be everywhere. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna know we're here.
Yeah, dude, I just think something it gives me chills when I think about it because I know like I didn't grow I grew up in a smaller city, but my dad grew up in a smaller like town, and I think about like what if younger people came in, were driving nice cars, and they're in our 20s and low 30s and making good money, and people saw that even if they didn't necessarily love what it is that they're doing, right? They
It's
know that
gonna
like
catch,
it's
catch their eye. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
like, bro, like there's, and it sounds weird, bro. It's like there's not a lot of like young people in Oklahoma that make money. Like there's not. It's like being out in Tampa for the last 2 years. It's almost like I just got used to it. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there at a light, and it's like a dude your age pulls up and he's driving a Lambo, or and not even like maybe a Lambo, but just a nice car. And it's like you can tell like he pays for it himself and he does something, but it's like that opportunity just doesn't even exist back here. So it's like being able to bring that back and like spread the word on that is going to be crazy.
Now, let's say that I'm an agent and I'm watching this or I see your social media and I'm like, dude, I just want to work with you. Are you still going to be hiring remote agents, or are you only going to be like, dude, if you come work here, it's mandatory you have to move out here? Well, what's your thoughts on that?
No, so I'm still going to be doing like I'm still going to be doing the virtual side of things because I still have some agents out in Tampa, so I'm still going to be
Okay.
on like Discord and everything like this is what we use. We use Discord, but I'll still be on Discord and everything like that every day. So it's like we're going to be taking virtual agents, and it's like I actually have a virtual guy that I've just been kind of like working with as well. And now he's getting to where he's producing 15 20K a month at least. I mean, kind of bare minimum. And so it's like I'm gonna be able to start like giving him guys too, so that way like if I don't have that direct one-on-one time to like sit down with somebody kind of like me and you are on Discord, it's like I can like he can help them out as well.
Got you. I like that. I actually like that approach. Kind of got a little hybrid model going on with one of the people, and then you have your in-person squad
Mhm.
that you're building up.
Yeah, and then like the plan is to obviously get some leaders like under him as well, that get up to where he can, start coding and almost kind of make it like a funnel to where, if people want that option to work from home or come to the office, we have that option.
Right. So it's like, hey, I want to work with you. I'm willing to move to Oklahoma. Or, hey, I want to work with you. I don't want to. I'd rather go
Mhm.
virtual.
Yeah, we're gonna have and then it's gonna be the option too to still go out to back to Tampa. So it's like if someone's more local to like Florida and they would rather go to Tampa instead of Oklahoma, like that's still gonna be on the table as well.
I like how you thought through that. That's brilliant, bro. That's brilliant. Cool. One other thing I want to ask as far as this is concerned is when it comes to figuring out like schedules for agents. I know you talked about dialing, but I want to talk about the not the off time because I know
Hmm.
you spend time, with your family, follow you on Instagram and stuff like that too. But how are you prioritizing like work-life balance? Because people hear 50K, they hear dial all day and they think like you don't have a life. I know you have a life, but can you walk somebody through like the funner side of like them coming to work in your agency, what that looks like, kind of what you plan on doing or kind of how you plan on creating that culture as well? Because I know
Yeah,
that
no, 100%. It's we definitely we love to have fun. Like even my guys, like we all like to have fun. So it's like, bro, like that has to be the biggest part of it too. It's like, and I tell agents coming in, like, have fun with this. You want to have fun with this. Like, yes, it's work, but you want to have fun with it. So it's like coming in. It's more about really like whenever you're are dialing, like whatever your schedule is. It's like you have to be like I'm trying to think of the word I had it, but it's like you have to be just kind of locked in. You know what I mean? Like nothing else is like bothering you. Like there's no distractions. Like pretty much you block schedule kind of like you block your schedule out for X amount of time while you're dialing. That's all you're doing. That's all you're focused on. You're not focused on replying back to an email. You're not focused on getting on your phone, watching TikTok, Snapchat, any of that stuff. Like you're dialing. You know what I mean? And so just being locked in on that time, whether you're dialing, I mean, whether you're starting out as a new agent and dialing 4 hours a day, it's like you're going to get more out of, some agents that come into the office and say they're there for 12 hours a day, but they dial for two. You know what I mean?
right, right. Right. Focusing on efficiency for sure and what they
Yeah.
have going on. Is there anything that you want to say to like an agent that's maybe watching this or may see it in the future and they're like they want to work with you directly, like in terms of what you're building in Oklahoma, like I want to come work with you. What does that kind of look like? What would you say to them? Or like what would you say to like, hey, this is a good opportunity. I'm seeing this right now and I'm in Oklahoma and I'm like, yo, how does this opportunity look? What would you say to
Yeah,
them?
like how does this look? Stuff like that. It's like the biggest thing is like just to do it. You know what I mean? Like everybody in their life has that chance, has that opportunity, and people's parents have probably told them that before. Like I know my parents, like my dad's been like, oh, I had an opportunity to go do this to make more money, and but we'd have to move here, or we'd have to go do this, and it's like guys, like if you're in your 20s, the hell if you're in your 30s, and it's like take the risk. You know what I mean? Like the worst case scenario is you're gonna go back right back to where you are, bro. Like realistically, and because I'm always gonna be transparent. It's like, dude, like if you work a 9 to 5 job, it's like treat this like a 9 to 5 job. You're just gonna make more money.
Right.
And
Right.
it's like you do that, and then it's like, I mean, I'm consistently going to be leading from the front. Like that's not, I mean, that's not an option. You know what I mean? So it's like people are going to see me doing that, and it's like, I mean, it's attainable for anybody. Like anybody. Like I tell my guys, like I'm not special by any means. Like damn sure not special. It's like I just like they see me even whenever I'm like focused and I'm locked in, I'm dialing. Like my guys know, like, hey, we're dialing. So it's like I almost want the standard to kind of be like almost what Stan, like literally what Stan said in the same podcast. He was like, it's like if you make like less than 10K a month, like in the office, like it's like, bro, you're kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because it's like that has to be like with so many new people coming into the industry. Like I think like that's kind of like the agencies that are going to succeed are going to be the ones that kind of have that standard of like, hey, like it's like when we're in the office, we're dialing, we're working, and it's like if you're making less than 10K, like there's a big problem. Like, because if you're making less than 10K in this industry, like there's a huge problem. Whether it's lead flow, whether it's like your mindset, or whether it's like your work ethic, you know what I mean? But it's like I mean, most of those are like controllable. Like your work ethic and your mindset, your attitude, like those are controllable. So it's like it even ties back big into sports because like Oklahoma's a big sports state too. So it's like just consistency, you know what I mean? Like control the controllables.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. And I think that's important for them to know. Shifting gears a little bit, and I'll just finish out. I have like really two main things I want to talk about. So one, a lot of people have started to see and hear about us working together, but you touched on it a little bit at the beginning. Can you please explain to people what they can expect if they decide to work with us here at Agent Lee Lab since you've been doing it for 6 months? Because a lot of
Mhm.
people ask me, they're like, hey, like, what's his opinion on it and blah, blah, blah. But I think it's good to hear the
The biggest thing, like, and I can almost like it sounds crazy, but it's like I can almost answer that in one word is just transparency. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the industry that we're in, like just as well as I do, and it's like, and it goes on both sides of it. It's like just not being transparent, like most people, but it's like just it's been transparent from the jump about everything.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. And the second thing is, I didn't look at the sheet that they sent you, but how much
Mm.
have you written since we started working together, bro? Or what was
It
the
was like
thinking of you?
235,000 since October.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Cool. Is there anything else you want to leave with the people before we hop off? We're gonna have another one. We're gonna check back in once the agency starts going crazy. But is there anything else you want to leave with the people on this episode,
Dude,
bro?
the biggest thing is like if it's like people are looking for a consistent like lead source, it's like gonna be there. It's like, bro, like get on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like why wait? It's like obviously the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, 100%, brother. Well, hey, I appreciate you, bro. Otherwise, guys, if you're interested, just hit me up. Bryson, you can actually give them your number too if you want to, if they watch this, because I know a lot of people have been watching our stuff if they want to hit you up.
Yeah, it's 405-312-6174. Just shoot me over like your name and who you are, where you're from, and we'll hop on a phone call or kind of just get something set up.
I bet. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.